I'd like to welcome you to another video from the shop. My name is Brian and this is Prosper Woodworks. If you're new to the channel and like woodworking both with and without a CNC, please consider subscribing and click to turn on notifications so you'll be notified when I post new videos. For those who are already subscribed, thank you. Your support means more than you know. Today we're going to go through start to finish making some star knobs, kind of make it easier to get clamps and hold downs done. I'm using SketchUp Make 17 here, but the concept's the same regardless. I'm going to start off with a 5-sided polygon. Get it a little easier to see. The first thing I'm going to do is mark the exact center of this. That way I can get a spot for my bolt hole to go through the knob. Get rid of the guides. Now I'm going to go through and split up each of these sides. And all I really need are these tick marks on the edge. That's what we're going to align things to get the bulges and the concave sections built out. Now we'll just connect the dots, give it a little arc. We're going to bulge out on the corners and pull it back in between. That took care of all the convex sections. And now we come back with the concave sections. And take out the center for that bolt hole. And yes, I did forget to do that last concave section. And when I go to delete these original polygon lines, got to go back and add this one. I'm just getting rid of the original pentagon shape. The dotted lines are the guides from before, so we'll get rid of those. And that's pretty much it. And go down and use this plug-in to lay out the SVG of it. And put it way down there in the corner, so I'll just go ahead and move the drawing down there too. It doesn't have to, but may as well keep them together. And I'll just select that SVG and write it out. That's what I'll use in the next step in Carbide Create. And here we are in Carbide Create. We just import that SVG. That bolt will go through that hole fine. This is for 1/4 20. It's actually a 5/16 inch hole. But I'm adding an offset that I'm going to pocket down to kind of sink that bolt down into it. And it'll also allow us to put a threaded insert in and keep the flared into that below the knob. It's entirely optional, but that's what I'm doing. Now I'll just copy it, move it over, put a little space in between the two because I'm going to have to go around each one, and I'm going to add tabs to these. Now it's toolpath time. And I do pocket out my bolt holes. I don't drill. Not a big fan of drilling with my router. If I want to drill, I'll just get the drill out. But pocketing a 5/16 inch hole with a 1/4 inch end mill works pretty good. Now this is, I'm just going to take it down 1/8 of an inch. It's going to give that little recess for the bolt head or the threaded insert flare, depending on which end you use. Now a contour tool path to cut it out. On the outside, now I'm going to add 2 tabs each. And these 2 in the center should pretty much make it one piece. And write out the G-code file. Now I'll move into actually cutting them out. I was going to speed this up, but it really doesn't take too long. Still not sure how Carbide Create figures out its tool paths, but it works. Bolt holes first, then the pockets for the countersink, and then a few times around to get the knobs. That's it. Shouldn't take too much sanding, but you know it's coming. And with the sanding done, we can get rid of these bolts or these screws. Or at least the need for a screwdriver. Here I've just taken one of the star knobs, put a bolt through it, put a nut on the other side, tighten it up. It's not super tight, but there's that pocket that allows the bolt to stay flush with the top. A whole lot easier than looking for a screwdriver. And in case you want to use this to tighten onto a bolt, just take the threaded insert, screw it into the knob, and this is actually going to be used on some of the jigs I've got going. There you go. One male, one female, same part. There's the actual dimensions, both inches and millimeter. And there you go, start to finish, from a polygon to star knobs, male and female. These are now up for download if you want them, and I'll have links to the threaded inserts in the description. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, help support the channel. Appreciate it. Till next time.